punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, 44 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
7. Washington, 0. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Brent Urban there to get him down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Gibson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. This is brought in by Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Kaepernick now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 5, 2nd and 4. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he'll find Miller. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Chase Young.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Bears.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jonathan
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Chicago.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen, and able to find Graham, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 1st down. Here's the run to Montgomery.
Number 32.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and he completes it to Cohen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. This is Love. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Thomas. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, it's Gibson.
Antonio Gibson.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Running to start the drive is Love. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here's Love. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. This is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Colin Kaepernick taking it in. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he finds his tight end, Graham. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Allen to throw. That is caught by Cohen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Complete to Tariq Cohen. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And left side here, it's Graham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw is Allen. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Kaepernick looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And his kick is right through.
Makes this Washington 27, Bears 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the... In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Tackled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.